phenomenal things are happening. The cost of renewable energy is plummeting. Technology is developing much faster than I thought. And the price is coming down much faster than I thought. The price of solar, the price of batteries, smart technologies. Ultimately, it will be the low-cost option. The fuel's free.
If you plot a graph of prices of different ways of making electricity non-renewably, there's this curve that comes down from heaven and clangs on your head, and that's solar and wind power. Those costs are dropping rapidly, whereas the other costs are tending to go up. A new nuclear power plant can produce electricity for, say, 10 to 20 cents a kilowatt hour. A new coal-fired power plant is in the 6, 8, possibly 10 cents a kilowatt hour range, depending on where you are. A combined cycle gas plant is in the 5, 6, 7 cent a kilowatt hour range. For a new solar power plant, the unsubsidized costs in the world are just over 5 cents a kilowatt hour. The average new wind power contract is 4 cents a kilowatt hour.
Wind energy contracts are being signed in Oklahoma for less than 3 cents a kilowatt hour. You cannot build and generate electricity from any other source in this country cheaper than that. Nothing else can touch that price.
By about 2017, in about 80% of the world, renewables will be competitive against grid power. Anybody who doesn't understand this is not paying attention to the data.
We've doubled every year for the last 8 years. We're investing into massive scale grid integration, where every home has a solar system. We're deploying solar storage in California, piloting the testing on it to see how it goes. And then Tesla is investing into large-scale storage to reduce the cost. At some point, solar and storage will be combined essentially with every single system we deploy. If you had the solution that I'm describing, you'll be able to produce energy for your home, store it in the battery during the day, and consume it at night. The solar industry creates local jobs. You actually have to go to somebody's house and install the solar systems. We take away all the complexity. So the equipment's free, the installation's free. We deal with the permits. What you pay for is essentially the electricity. Average home will probably save about, in California, $15,000 to $20,000 over the 20-year period.
Our company will be a multi-billion-dollar business in just a few short years. We're talking about replacing or disrupting the electricity sector, which is obviously a multi-trillion-dollar sector. We've got a better machine. It does the trick. It produces electricity for less and without any of the social costs.
Some of the world's largest and most profitable companies, from Apple to Facebook to Google, are converting their operations to renewable energy.
This is an enormous opportunity. By 2020, we would like to produce as much energy as the total group consumes from sustainable sources. It's in line with our vision and what our customer wants us to do, but it's also, at the end, a good investment.
You think you have a good handle on how fast something can be done, and then you go to China. What the hell did they do? How did they do that? In the last few years, China increased its electric generation more from renewables than from all fossil